What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bad Service Podcast. My name's Katie. I'm your host. This is Shango, the audio guy.
I know.
Give a round of applause. You can edit a round of applause in there.
Like a whole scene.
Yeah.
That is funny.
You excited to be here?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
I mean, this is my house, so.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, we are recording in his house right now, so it's okay. Thank you for letting us record here. Are you messing up already?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, we just thought this would be a really cool interview for you guys. Little cool episode. Interview the audio guy.
I know, right? I got a little experience. I got some stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to tell us, like, how you got into the industry? Like, well, so I guess, like, your first job.
Yeah,
like,
it was literally the
related
first
to
job.
the industry.
Yeah. So, how can I explain this? So, I was 17, 18 years old. My mom was like, yeah, you're going to need a job. I was like, all right. So, my aunt, she was working at this nursing home at the time. And, okay, yeah, it makes it better. It felt weird.
Like hearing yourself talk?
Yeah, I felt like I was in a cave. I'm
I'm used to it, so I'm just going to leave them on.
But yeah, no. So my aunt worked at this nursing home, so she was able to give me a job there, and I was a food runner and a dishwasher. And that was a job. That was quite a job right there, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was 2012, 2013. Yeah.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
But it was a long
kind of an unk.
All right.
I'm sorry.
All right.
How was it, like, working in a nursing home? Like, how was the dynamic there?
It was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of the people that at the nursing home were mental patients. At least there were floors. There were certain floors. So there was a first floor where it was like just your normal older people, and, you know, they just can't take care of themselves. And there was another level where it's like, don't turn your back.
Oh.
Quite literally, don't turn your back, because we had names for them. We had the biter, we had the spitter, we had the runner. Like, we had all these different names for these different patients, and it's like, yo.
It's funny that you say that, because I have a question in here, because I'm like, whenever I think of a nursing home, I think of a mental institution.
Well,
so it was
close enough.
Well, we'll get to the question a little bit later, but so what's a shift there that you still think about to this day? Like a crazy story that you still think about?
I got attacked by the biter.
Oh my God.
So we had an elevator where there was 3 floors, and there was a west wing and an east wing, and 2 east was like the fucking hood. Like, you just don't go there. If you have to go there, watch your back. So I was running food up there, and I remember, because usually it's 2 guys with you, but I was doing this by myself. Scary. So I go into the 2 west, and I remember they said you had to wait by the elevator for the elevator door to close, because otherwise they tried to escape. So you had to wait, and I could see the guy down the hallway just looking, just kind of like timing the elevator. So I'm looking, the elevator closes, I'm like, okay, I drop off the food, and then as I'm coming back, he's right by the elevator. I'm like, is there like a nurse that can deal with this? I don't know what to do. And he's waiting for the door to open so he can run inside. And yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was like, and this is the biter. He's considered the biter. He bites people. So I'm like, what do I do? And then the nurse finally comes around the corner, and she's like, hey, get out of here. Da, da, da. So she grabs him, and he tries to grab my arm and tries to bite me. Like, as she's pulling him away.
Did he, like, make contact?
Well, he grabbed my arm, but he didn't bite me.
Oh,
okay. I was like, get the fuck.
But, like, locked jaw, like on your forearm?
And I'm not going to make the sound that he made.
Do it.
No,
do the sound.
No, I'm not doing the sound.
Oh, my God. Did he, like, growl?
Not growl, but he was... How can I say this without being offensive?
Oh, God. It's okay. You can be offensive.
Well, no,
if it's too offensive, we'll just cut it out.
It sounds like a deaf person trying to speak.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not offensive.
It could be for some people.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well...
But it was funny, like, looking back at it, but it was scary in the moment, because I'm like, I don't want to get bitten by this guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was trying to avoid 2 west or 2 east. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So your job, basically, it was like, because you said you were food running.
Yep.
So you would just run food from the kitchen to like different rooms.
Well, throughout the whole building.
Throughout the whole building.
So yeah, we
okay.
go through the first floor, second floor, and the third floor, and they're the 2 wings. So we run food. So I worked there for 4 hours. So the first like hour and a half, we're just running food.
Oh, okay.
And then the next like 2 hours, we're getting all the plates back or the trays, and then we're doing all the cleaning in the kitchen, doing the dishwashing.
What would you say like better, like the food running part, or just being in the kitchen?
So
and
just
dishwashing?
to avoid that second floor, I would do dishwashing.
Do dishwashing?
Yeah. Either though, with that being my first job, dishwashing was actually hard because it took 3 guys to wash dishes because it was a lot of dishes. Yeah, there was a guy that fed it. There was a guy that took it out and did like there was a second station for sanitation and stuff. Either we only did it sometimes, and then there was a third guy like handing the dishes to the guy to feed it. So it was 3 guys working with the whole dishwashing setup.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought you need 3 guys to wash dishes.
Maybe they were doing it wrong because, I mean, since then, it's only been 1 guy doing dishes. So
yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, as I said, like, whenever I think of a nursing home, I think of, like, a mental institution.
I mean,
so bad to say.
Well, it's funny because I didn't think that before until I worked there. And then it's like, man, are all of them like this?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's like old people. So...
Oh my God.
older people not in the right mindset. Like so many things can go wrong. Like you're not in the right headspace.
Look, so depending how the questions go, there's another story with this lady.
Oh no.
But I'll let you continue.
Well, I was just gonna ask, is there any like paranormal activity that you heard?
Oh, that's a good question. Me personally, no. Did anyone say anything? I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised if there was, though.
Yeah.
People have died in that building. I wasn't there when they died, but yeah, there's been stories like people have died.
But you didn't like hear any like ghosts or like.
So no, but I would tell you like sometimes like so when 2 East is like sleeping, it's creepy down that hallway because it's dark. So yeah, when you're going up there running food, or when you're going back up there to grab the damn, what was it called? It was like this big giant refrigerator thing. I forgot what it's called, but that's where we run the food in. Sometimes you have to go up and bring it back down. That time when you're bringing it back down, a lot of them are asleep. And I don't know why, but they had all the lights down, dim, so it literally looked like a haunted house.
Oh yeah, see, I can't work there.
It was creepy. But other than that, I can't say I've seen or heard anything. No, not paranormal at least.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it just felt like it.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm like, it makes me feel like it's a mental institution. I don't know. Like the people there, I feel like are just like, as you said, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
What's something like working there that you feel like would shock most people?
As a little one, right?
I love it.
That would shock most people?
Yeah. Like something that people wouldn't like really understand unless they like worked in a nursing home.
That's a good question. How hard it is, I guess. Because I guess you could say that with any job. It's like, oh, it can't be that hard, but it was actually hard work. Because it's nonstop moving. Like there was very little downtime, and the only time we had downtime is when they actually gave us our break. Because like after you're running food, you're immediately cleaning like dishes for like the chefs and everything, and then when that is done, then you could bring the food back down. Then you're cleaning even more, and then you had to make sure everything was spotless at the end of the night. And I'm telling you, that kitchen was so clean,
really,
so clean. Like you could eat off the floor, and I'm not exaggerating. It was clean. Like their standard was they wanted the floor to like the polish to glimmer.
Yeah.
At the end of every shift. And I remember one time I came in once and it wasn't glimmering. I was like, who the fuck worked last night? like this is not good. And then and it falls back on us because if we don't clean it, then they're gonna like, what are y'all doing? Da, da, da. So
yeah,
but it was hard work because you had to just keep moving constantly. And then sometimes things will happen where like because there was like a separate building where there were actually youth physically impaired patients.
Yeah.
So that side was hard because it was a whole separate building and you still had to push this giant heavy cart all the way over there. And then sometimes like because I was working in the summer And that's when it was like 80, 90 degrees.
I was about to say, it's probably
and
hot.
We had to wear these shirts. So it was similar to like this type of shirt, but it was all white and then had the name tag and it was thick. It was real cotton. So it was hot. I was sweating all the time. So
Oof.
yeah. So I would just say it's a hard job. But other than that, I mean, it's what your typical nursing home would be like, except for the mental patients. I never heard that before. This was a new one for me.
Wow. What's the other story that you were gonna say?
So it was this lady.
Good start. It's this lady.
She did never speak. I don't think she can. I think either it's a mental thing or she literally can't like speak. Like maybe she physically can't speak. And she would creep in the hallway. Like she would, and this is the same 2 East floor. And she would just kind of like same thing. She would try to time the elevator. And I remember she's trying to bribe us. It was me and the second guy, and she's taking off her shirt like this, exposing her breast. And I'm like, "Yo, what is this lady doing?" Because I don't know why she was doing, but it seemed like she was trying to like be like, "Oh, look, now let me on the elevator."
What the? It's like, you want to see the other one?
Yeah, no, for real. And then the nurse was like, she was like, Miss, whatever her name was, like, stop doing that, stop exposing yourself. So she covered her up and everything. I'm like, yo, this lady's crazy. And then it's so funny, she's considered the runner.
Yeah.
And you would never guess that because when you see her, she's walking very slow. She's like hunched back a little bit. But my God, it was this one time. We left the elevator before it closed all the way. That she ran. Like
it's like a scary movie when they're just like.
I swear to God, it was like a zombie movie. Like they just started running.
Oh my God!
And it scared the mess out of me because she wasn't chasing us. She's trying to get to the elevator, so she ran into the elevator. I remember she got into the elevator door closed, and then everyone is freaking out, and because the elevator went down, so they had to call him. I was like, "Hey, such and such has got to escape again." And again, this is not the first time this happened, so they had to like have everyone down at that bottom floor grab her, and then they brought her back up.
That's insane. What the hell?
I'm telling you, this job is nuts.
Yeah, maybe I should work in a nursing home just to see like what's going on there. Like I want to know. Like,
it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. So, how many jobs have you worked like throughout?
In total?
Yeah, because I feel like I don't know, every time like we talk about your jobs, I'm like, how many jobs has he had? Because I'm like, you always like say like a different job. I'm like, how many jobs has he had?
So let's see, nursing home, Home Depot, and then I'm not gonna say the name of this because it's very specific. But it was a chemical containment company that I worked for some time. That was actually like my core job. Let me see, there's 3. What did I work after that? Amazon.
Did you say you worked at like a dog place too?
Yeah, a dog training facility. I was a kennel tech. It was like me and Alana worked there together. It was Alana's job first, and then she was like, "Oh, they're hiring." So I was like, "All right, bet." So it was just me and her working. So we would go to work together and leave work together. It was actually really cool.
Aw, I remember you telling me about that.
Yeah, it
That
was
is
actually
pretty
really cool. Like, yeah, like we would drop Chloe off at school sometimes, or did we? How did that work? See, now I don't remember. But yeah, we would go to work together and leave work together. So I think 7, 8 jobs.
I know your resume is going crazy.
I hate updating my resume because I always have to remember like, wait, what job did I work? And I always have to
gotta update his resume like once a year.
Yeah, like I hate updating that thing. So yeah, 8 jobs, something like that.
Thing's probably 5 pages long.
Okay, relax. It's not that bad.
So I know you said that you worked as like a manager at one point.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So how was that?
Supervisor.
Oh, supervising.
Yeah,
So
there's a difference.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. Supervising. So how did it feel like having that title? What was the job like? Because you went from working like a regular job to like, and then you moved up as like a supervisor, right?
So yeah, I worked at this factory. I can't say the name because, like I said, it's highly specific. And we made chemical containment products. So we made stuff like for like oil spills, chemical spills, environmental. Am I even saying that right?
Are you okay?
when things happen in nature, like trees falling and shit.
Environmental, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
there you go. Yeah, couldn't say it. We would make stuff for people to like contain things or clean up. And yeah, I was working there for about a year and a half with no raise. I'm still mad about that. But eventually I got it all back. But no, working as a supervisor was it was a new experience because I never thought I would ever be in a position of any form of leadership at all. Mm-hmm. And I kind of took it head on. And at first I was not good at it. I used to just boss people around. I'll just tell people what to do. Like, yeah, do this, do that, do that. Until this one guy got mad at me.
What not to do.
He got mad at me. He was like, man, why you gotta be an asshole? I was like, damn, I didn't realize I was being an asshole. So I had to adjust that.
Wow.
But I mean, it was cool. I kind of liked it, but I'm not gonna lie. Certain jobs, don't be a manager, don't be a supervisor because it's just too much. It's too much. Like I thought about getting back in that position before, mainly because for the money, but it's just too much responsibility. I'm not for that no more.
Yeah. Well, I guess this answers my next question. What were some like pros and cons about being a manager?
Well, pros, you had more control over how the shift goes. Because if you have the right mindset, a lot of times you can see where things can improve. Mm-hmm. Or if you have an efficiency mindset where you're thinking, okay, how can I make things better? You're in a position to make that change. Sometimes when you're just like a regular worker, you can make suggestions, but it's not up to you to make the actual change.
Right.
So when you're in that position, you'd be like, okay, I can move this person here and this job would be better. Or if I can talk to my boss and if we can buy this part, we can make things more efficient here. Mm-hmm. So you have more. I won't use the word power, but you have more influence on how things are run during your shift. That's the pros. Now the cons, you got to just deal with people and their attitudes.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to navigate through that because even like if you have a despicable kind of person, you got to learn how to get them in line. Okay, I already said the pros. Yeah, the cons is just dealing with people.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have the patience
mm-hmm.
and the if you just don't know how to work around other people's attitudes and temperaments, you're not gonna be very successful. Because you gotta be able to work with that. Even like if someone's naturally like hot-headed, you gotta learn how to work with that.
Yeah.
If someone's more quiet and calm, you got to learn how to work with that. And it's difficult because like you get used to like a certain type of people and then you get another either one person or a group of people that are very different. And you got to work around it because you can't just tell them, "Hey, stop being this way." That's who they are.
Yeah.
So your job is pretty much is to get them to do their job as efficiently as possible and that is highly difficult.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's why I kind of shy away from being a supervisor now. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's draining because like while you're trying to get everyone on the same page, like now all your energy is out. Mm-hmm. You know.
Have you ever had to like fire anybody?
Oh yeah, I like doing that.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell us the story about your first fire.
Well, because so the job we were working at, it's all about efficiency. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying I was cutthroat. It's not like if you missed your number, I was kicking you out or something like that. It's just like either you got the job or you didn't. Our job was very specific, like I said. So like if you came in and you just cannot get it, okay, this is not your type of job. Mm-hmm. Next.
Okay.
I didn't want to waste time, and my boss at the time, he agreed with that, so he didn't care. So if I hired a guy and he only lasted 4 days, I could fire him that fifth day, and he wouldn't care. Until a new guy comes in, and he's like, "No, we got to keep them because they're gonna learn." And this and that. I'm like, "They're not gonna learn." And I remember we kept this one guy that did a shit job for a month. I'm like, "Can we get rid of him, please? Like, he's not doing good." And then he's like, "Oh, we'll just put him on our shift and we'll train him." It was the most. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I lost the influence. Like, it didn't matter what I said. So, like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. Did you guys go through some type of like training and like?
So I would do most of the training because I was the designated trainer.
Yeah.
And that's how I knew if they were gonna make it or not. If the training did not go well, I would give them a couple of days to see if they'll click because it takes a little bit of time. But after a while, if they're like still struggling and they're constantly saying, "I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it," well, this is not your job.
I love how you say you love firing people. Like I don't think
because I feel like I
say.
feel like some jobs, not all jobs, I feel like just some jobs we hold on to people a little too long. Like especially when we notice there's a problem. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you just need the bodies. Like I guess some jobs could afford like, okay, we just need a body. Just give us a body. It's whatever. But some jobs it's like when you're built on mostly like efficiency. Find a person that works well. If they work well, cool. Even if they're not the best, you're not looking for the best. You're just looking for someone that gets the job and then can move forward with the job. But if they just simply can't get it and they can't wrap their head around it, don't keep them around. Give them an opportunity to find something else. Like, get them out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me.
So going back to the restaurant industry, because we know now that you work as a busser.
Yeah.
How did it feel like transitioning from like your past job to like busing? Like, did you feel like it was just like, I don't know how to explain it, like an underpay, like
Nope.
kind of thing, or you just
Nope.
No,
Nope.
you just liked
Well, no,
what
because it was about balance. So all the other jobs I worked long hours, 5 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. Especially my supervisor job, I would work almost all my weekends, trying to get my overtime. And then now I'm able to have a more balanced lifestyle. So I have more time for myself, for my family, and also making a little bit of money on the side. It's not about, making the most money or having the highest title or it's not about that. So no, I remember going in, I was like, I want to be paid this much. He's like, oh, okay, can we do this? And it's like, okay, that works.
Yeah.
And then it was perfectly fine.
Wow.
And I've worked harder jobs, so it's like, how hard can this job be? And now I'm not saying it's easy, but compared to other jobs, it's like, oh, I can deal with this. This is fine.
Yeah. The hours are shorter too. Like we work like 7, maybe 6 hours
for some people. I know.
7?
Oh my god, it's 2026. Can we leave that?
6 7.
I mean, for some people, I know some people be working like 10, 12 hours or 14 hours, I think.
Yeah, my mom works like 10 hours, like almost 6 days a week.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah, my previous job before becoming a busser, I would work 10 hours. And oh my God, I'm not going to talk about that job. But anyway, yeah, it was a long day. It was a long days.
Yeah.
And on your feet the entire time.
What are some things like you like and dislike about the job, like busing?
What I dislike about it?
Mm-hmm. Well, like and dislike.
I don't like working with this one bartender. Man, she's so annoying.
Wow. It's crazy. Crazy.
No, I'm kidding.
I thought you were going to say something totally different.
No, I'm kidding.
Nope.
No, I'm kidding.
Just going to cut right through it.
No. Honestly, there's not too many things I dislike about busing. Because like I said, it feels familiar, so it's like, it's a whatever. Yeah, I don't know. There's not too many things I don't like about it.
Really?
At least nothing that's blaring. Because it's
you don't like touching gross food?
I wear gloves. I'm chill if I'm wearing gloves. If I didn't have gloves, I couldn't work. Like, you have no idea the stuff I see. Okay, and
I do. I'm there.
Like I'm just saying, because like some of this food is like what, and then I be trying not to touch gross things, but I touch it anyway, and that's why I'm wearing gloves, because you just never know.
Yeah.
Like one time I stuck my finger in ranch, and it's like, yeah, exactly, and it's like, see, I'm wearing gloves though. I'm chill. I'm wearing gloves, but man, if we didn't have gloves, I'm like, sorry, I can't.
It's like night and day from Steve-O.
Really?
The other busser and you, because he doesn't wear gloves.
A lot of people don't wear gloves.
He just like grabs it and just like moves on.
See, I'm squirming now. I can't.
If you watch him bust, he's just like.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, ooh.
I don't even care if you wash your hands after every time you do that. I can't. Nope.
Oh, that's so bad.
But no, like, I don't know, maybe, and this is like I said, it's a small thing, it's a pet peeve, but maybe like how people leave the table. Like when I go out, I'm not trying to make it all super clean, but I try to stack them or at least bring there's people with kids that will just blow up the whole table and leave it that way. Mm-hmm. I can't do that. That's a pet peeve. I don't know how people can do that, especially like when they have kids and you got that high table and they're giving them like those goldfish crackers. Those goldfish crackers are everywhere.
Yeah.
Or the mac and cheese, they're everywhere. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you can do that.
I mean, I had this one guy, he came in with his, like, he had, like, what, like, 6 kids. I'm like, that's a lot of fucking kids. But he came in, and after the service, like, he actually grabbed, like, the trash bag and, like, just started cleaning up after all of them.
That's a little much, but that's nice, though.
Yeah, but not a lot of people do that.
No.
A lot of people just leave a big mess.
I would at least like try to scoop up the stuff that's on the table, put it in a bowl or a plate, whatever they have, and then like just leave it as is there. Like I'm not trying to say do our job or anything, but like God damn, like I'm telling you, one time it was all in the seats, it was all over the table, and they just left like, oh man, this was a great dinner. I bet it was. It looked like it.
Yeah.
Like holy shit, like I'm like it's a pet peeve. That's a pet peeve.
No, I feel like that's a pet peeve for a lot of people too, because people leave like really big messes. It's really bad.
It'd be bad. And then like I really do like the people that take the time to stack like their bowls or their plates and stuff. Because all I gotta do is like doop, just scoop it in. So what's
like one of the grossest things have you touched? I have one, but I'm gonna let you answer.
So it wasn't food. It was vomit.
I knew you were gonna say that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. Oh my god. So there's 2 separate stories. There was one where it was this older guy. He was with his wife, and I guess he was recovering from cancer. Mm-hmm. And as they're leaving, he just starts throwing up, and I didn't see it come out, but I saw it on the floor, and I remember looking at all the management like, so y'all gonna clean that up? Like, I don't know if I'm paid for this. And then, of course, I had to clean up anyway because, you know.
It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
Like, everywhere.
And then I still had to help the guy outside. And I'm not going to lie, that was a big guy. He was heavy.
Yeah. Didn't he fall?
He kept falling. He couldn't stand up anymore.
Yeah.
He kept falling.
Didn't he? Like, I think he fell in the bathroom, too.
That's how it started. And then on his way out, he threw up right in front of the lobby door.
Oh.
Yeah. And I had to clean that up.
Yeah, I remember seeing that guy.
Yeah, yep. And I was genuinely worried about him because he could not stand. He could not walk. He lost all motor in his legs. Yeah, he could not do anything.
And he didn't want us to call like anybody either.
Which is crazy because we tried to get him to the car, but I told the lady, I'm like, there's no way he's making that over there. So we were gonna have to sit him right here. And then I had to clean that shit up. And then I remember the mats I had to take outside in the back, and I'm like, I'm not doing this again. And I remember another incident happened. I did not do it that time. Like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
Oh. What is one of the most challenging parts of being a busser?
I think when it gets super busy, because what happens is like it's a sequence. You have to kind of keep the flow going. And sometimes when multiple tables leave all at once, that's where it becomes hard because people are coming in as people are leaving. So you got to try to get all these tables going before the next people come in, and if your timing is wrong, now there's a backup and this and a third. So like during the summer, which we're almost there, it's about to be hell. So, but I'm okay. I'm built for it. It's whatever. But still, that's probably the challenging part because it's like when both sides are going. I'm not going to say where, but when both sides are going and then people are leaving and then people are coming in, it's like okay, I got to get this table. I got to get this. Like you'll start seeing me carrying 2 buses at some time because I'm gonna have to make it work. So I think
it's funny whenever he works in the summertime, this dude's shirt's like covered in sweat. I'm sorry, that's not funny. But I mean, you're working hard. You can see it. You're working hard.
I was gonna say you guys never really saw it, but I used to change it to 2, maybe sometimes like 3 different shirts during a shift.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I remember coming in, I would sweat and I'll change that shirt into another shirt, and then depending how the day goes, I'll change it again. I think the most I changed was 4 shirts.
Wow.
Yeah.
You probably got your steps in though.
I do. I used to track that shit. I used to get about 12,000 during the summer, sometimes more. I think one time I got 15,000. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
How is like because this is your first restaurant job, like really in the restaurant. Technically.
Yeah.
So how does it feel like, just like the dynamic there?
I was going to say, when I first came in, my hiring interview, I asked him like, how are the vibes? Because That's what I'm on now, because I'm not getting paid a huge amount of money. My responsibility is not that high, so it's like, look, if the vibes are cool, I will stay. But if the vibes are not cool, I'm out of here. So that was the first thing I asked him. He was like, "No, man, we got good people. This and the third." And he wasn't lying. We got good people. That's really what keeps me going, because it's like, it's like, okay, we're talking, we're vibing. But I mean, that's what really makes the job easy.
Yeah.
And then there's a few other people. There's a few people that makes it hard, but it's like, it's okay.
You a little bit.
But it's only a few. It's only a few, like one or two people. That's
There's
fine.
like nothing.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say
but
that.
Man, but if that number moves to 3 or 4, okay, we got a problem.
Yeah.
Why are we keeping these people around? But
That's the one thing I will say, is that you're like, made your way into it like very well. Like you like eased your way into it. I feel like.
I mean, I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because you don't know people don't know you. So if you show yourself off rip, it can be kind of jarring.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, he is weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, but if you ease in, it's like, oh, he's weird, but he's cool.
Yeah. I feel like you can tell right off the bat too when somebody's like really weird. Like the one guy we work with.
Oh my god.
Probably cut that part out, but
no, keep that in there. Yeah, keep it in there. Why not?
no, it's just like you can just tell when somebody's like gonna last or not. Like,
oh my god,
it's just, you can just tell. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, you got some weirdos out there, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Would you say that your position is like underpaid or underappreciated?
Underpaid? I don't know.
I think it is.
You think it is?
Yes.
This is where I will argue. I would, so if I'm thinking that, I'm thinking, okay, what other position is harder than mine? Serving is definitely harder than what I do. For sure.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to, serve multiple tables. You have to actually deal with people. I don't have to deal with nobody. I deal with coworkers, but that's not really dealing with people. You guys actually have to deal with people. And those people can be unpredictable unless they're like regulars. So servers, bartenders definitely are like a more stress position. And then, of course, managers, supervisors, and that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. I would say, of course, I would like more money. So, yeah. Egotistically, I'd be like, yeah, we're underpaid. Yeah, pay me more. But realistically, I don't know. Maybe slightly, but not a lot. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like servers should be paid more. Servers, bartenders, managers, I feel like they should be paid more, especially in the service industry. Like, I see so much stuff, and there's so much like just BS that goes around, like with other employees and like customers and like all this corporate stuff. So all that, like when that weighs on you. And so especially when you're like in a manager position or a supervisor position and you're dealing with all this stuff and it's on your shoulders and you are expected to show up day in, day out, I feel like you should be compensated for that. Which they are, but I feel like it should be a little bit more. Realistically.
I don't know. I feel like I have a different take on that, because I feel like if servers were paid more, servers and bartenders were paid more, they wouldn't work as hard for their money. And people technically wouldn't tip more.
True. But true. Now, with my experience, just get rid of them.
Well, yeah, but then
I'm just saying,
it's like,
if you're paying that kind of money and you expect this kind of output, and if they're not giving you that output, just get rid of them.
I mean, I guess, but you're gonna be getting rid of a lot of people. Because like, if you think about it like this, like, okay, so what's minimum wage? Like what, $12?
No, I don't think so.
Really? It's not even $12. I
don't think so.
I thought it was like $11, $12. It's somewhere around like 10 to 12.
I thought it was like 9.
There's no
or
way.
8 something.
I would look it up on my phone's up there. But anyways, like minimum wage is like a good amount. Like for serving, we get like $5.75 an hour. So,
which is so low.
It is very low. But like if I'm getting paid like $10, $11 an hour, like I'll be like, who cares if they tip me like $5, like, or whatever. I'm gonna get my money like from my paycheck anyways.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like not really care as much about like the tips.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is, okay, for example, let's say you work at Amazon,
Okay.
right? You don't get tipped at Amazon, but you get paid okay, I guess.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know.
it's like 15.
I think they went up. I think it's 16 now or something like that. But it doesn't
Oh.
matter. But let's say you work at Amazon and you get paid a certain amount, and let's say it's a livable wage for you. If you underperform, they get rid of you.
But I'm not saying like underperform as in like I'm just like slacking off.
Yeah.
I just mean like I'm not going to work as hard for my money kind of thing.
Okay, but when you're saying working as hard, what do you mean? Like you're not gonna be like as nice to the customer coming in, or
No, it's just like I'm just not gonna like right now, like I take like a full bar of people
Right.
and then like some tables.
Right.
Like if I'm making like minimum wage,
you're not taking that many tables.
I'm not taking that many tables. You know, I'm gonna.
Okay, I get that.
You know what
I
I'm
get that.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's just there's certain things I would like go about differently. I think, but I don't know. That's just my view.
Well, so my thing with like servers and bartenders, which I feel like it's not really fair, because like let's say you do the best service, you do what you're supposed to, maybe you even go above and beyond. You can still get gypped and not get tipped, and I just feel like that's so unfair.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too. Is I feel like because a lot of places do this where the added gratuity.
Yeah.
We don't have that. I feel like we should have that for like certain tables. Like if it's like an 8 top or more, added the gratuity on there, like already on there, like in the check. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. The service industry is a little difficult, because it's like if you give them a lot of money, because then they'll probably want to take on less work or don't do as good. But then if you do less money, they're kind of like not living a livable wage, and then you won't have as many people wanting that type of work. So it's like a weird balance you got to figure out with this industry for sure. So I don't know. I don't have a solution yet.
Yeah, it's okay.
So.
He has a solution for everything, but
Not
it's okay.
everything. Look, people need to start thinking. Okay,
I told you that.
I'm just saying there could be a solution for a lot of things if you just start thinking about stuff.
Yeah, it's really funny because he's like our therapist at work. Like
I am not.
He's my.
I'm just a
therapist.
busser. That they just annoy me sometimes. I don't know why.
Got a title. He's a counselor, a therapist, a manager.
Yeah.
He's got all the titles.
All these, and I get underpaid. See, I'm underpaid there. I should be getting paid for this shit. No, I'm kidding.
So I know you don't like really interact with a lot of customers.
Not too many, no.
But what would you say is worse, like customers or employees? Employees. Why did I say it so fast? Why?
Well, okay, because with a customer, you can't take it personally. They don't know you. They just want to come in and relax and eat their food. Sometimes they're having a bad day. Not trying to make an excuse for it, but it's like, sorry, sir. Sorry, ma'am. We'll make it correct. This and the third, blah, blah, blah. You know, no harm, no foul. An employee, they can ruin your shift any moment, consistently all the time, and sometimes you can't escape it. See, that bad customer will leave at some point. That bad employee, you're stuck with them until either you leave or they leave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I would say employee. That's why I feel like just, morale is so important. Like when I was a supervisor, like that was my priority, like trying to make sure the morale was high, because then the guys will want to work for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and I would say where we work, the morale is like a wave. It'd be highs and lows. They got its highs, they got its lows, but overall, it's generally on the higher point, and that's why I like it. The overall morale is pretty high.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but if the morale was very low, like, I mean, it's really hard to work in a space where the morale is low.
Where everybody's like just negative.
Even if you're making top dollar, you do not feel excited about going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just don't feel like it. You're just like, man, I don't want to go work today. Like, I don't want to deal with this person. And you're not necessarily thinking about customers. You're probably thinking a few, but really you're thinking about this coworker, that coworker, this manager, this person. So it's like, if the morale is not high, you're not going to want to go to work, and I want to put your best foot forward, and sometimes it shows.
Yeah. No, that's true. There was a time period where, like, the restaurant that we worked at, just I just didn't like anybody at the one time. And it was just like a bad experience because it just going to work, like nobody liking each other, everybody arguing.
Yeah.
It was just everybody picking favorites.
Yeah.
It was just not a good good space.
Yeah.
But if you were to work like any other like position in like the restaurant, like what would it be? Like besides busing and dishwashing?
Well, I would never be a bartender.
Why? Why would you say that?
I've seen you in the weeds and you cussed me out too many times. I'm like,
no. Okay, no. I would not cuss you out.
You did though.
No.
I was like, oh, here, you want me to grab that? You was like, what did you say? Oh my god, I can't remember what you said, but you were like, get out of here or something like that.
Okay, listen. It's because you've never experienced the weeds.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to experience the weeds.
Yeah.
I like to keep my stress level down as much as I can because life alone is stressful.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to work stressed and I'm working while stressed and I'm leaving stressed, it's a matter of time. I'm going to blow up on everyone. And I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. But it's like, bartending's like fun though. Because, yeah, like I get stressed out. But like I get to talk to a lot of people. I get to, have a good time, basically.
Katie, you literally spend half the day talking about, I don't want to be here right now. I don't want to be here right now.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know why I'm here. I don't want to be here right now. I freaking hate it here, guys. I hate it here. Like,
yeah, I say that, but like, I do like my job.
I know. Okay, look, this is not a desire, but man, if I was in a manager position, shit would change so much.
Really?
I would change so much.
You think so?
I would. If I could. I don't know what kind of like influence I would have, but I would change so much.
I feel like you would be a good manager.
Yeah, but there's no desire there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Would you be like a bartending manager, assistant manager?
I could probably be
kitchen manager.
Kitchen manager. Kitchen is not that hard to manage. I could be wrong. Yeah. I'm not in that position. But from when I would look at it, it doesn't look that hard. If you know the menu, you know what guys are supposed to do. Like, okay, like, hey, make sure you're doing this. But I think the rest of the restaurant could be managed a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I won't say no more.
Don't want to get canceled.
I won't say no more.
What's an essential skill working as a busser?
Dang, these are good questions. What the hell?
I got some good questions.
Because you know a lot of people say like, oh, you just gotta be good on your feet. Yeah, but you have to have an efficiency mindset. What is the quickest and the most efficient way of doing things? If you're just doing things just to do them, you're gonna have a hard night every night. But my nights are generally on the easier side because the way I do things is just all about efficiency. That's how I like to operate. So if I feel like, is there any resistance? Like, okay, how can I minimize this resistance?
Yeah.
So like, if you have that type of mindset, that efficiency mindset, like you can work almost any job, really. Unless you have no wiggle room of adjustments. If you work in a job, you can't adjust anything, don't work there.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, you got to have some room to adjust because if you can't, then you can't make your job easier. And now you're just working a hard job the hard way. I don't feel like this makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So,
would you say working like in the restaurant is like a long-term position, or do you think that's like more like a short-term?
Like for me?
No, just like in general.
I think it has its place for sure. I think for people that just never worked before, it would be a great first job because it helps you realize what your pressure points are. Like how much can you deal with? And if you can't deal with a lot, it helps you like develop the tolerance for more pressure. Yeah. You know what I mean? So like it doesn't matter if you're a host, a server, busser, like there's always pressure going on from different places. Like for me, like I'm not, I already said this, I don't feel like my job is the hardest job, but I do have pressure. So it's like if I don't do my job, I am messing up everyone else in the restaurant. Right. So I got to make sure I keep up and then make sure they got ice. I got to make sure the garbage are cleared and all this stuff. So there is some pressure, but if I didn't have the temperament for that type of pressure, I would fold. Even though it's not a hard job. You know what I'm saying? So I think For some people, yes, and then I think for younger people, it'll be a really good first job to work there for a couple of years to really develop that temperament and that type of pressure. Because when you go to like a job like this and then an office job, it's like nothing. Actually, becomes boring.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, man, there's no pressure.
Yeah,
or at
repetitive.
least or it's a different type of pressure. So so it's weird. You know what I mean? So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the restaurant, you're like consistently like
You're constantly going. So even if you take a 5-minute break, that 5-minute break feels pressure because it's like I can't have a break longer. I got to go. So
that's how I challenge. I get challenged with that every single day because I'm like this eating food because I'm like I can't stay here for too long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you a question that you ask like a lot of our people that we come on here.
You're putting it on to me.
Well, I feel like this is a no, but I just thought I would ask. If you were to start your own restaurant, would you, and what would it be? Like, what food would you sell?
Nice question.
Nice question.
Let's see. Obviously, so I don't have a dream to open a restaurant. I've talked to Alana, my wife, about this before, and she wants to do a truck.
Oh, a food truck?
Yeah, she wants to do a food truck. And I'm open to it for sure. Type of food? See, I am more worldly, so I've tried different foods. I've tried like curry. I've tried, different types of like meats, like lamb and stuff like that. I don't know. I would probably do like a mixture. It wouldn't, I don't know. I don't even know if that would even be successful, but I would do like a mixture of different cultures into one pot. I don't even
know how that would work.
I don't even know how that would work, but I don't know. I like all kinds of different types of food, so I don't know. I can't just pick one. I feel like it would be boring.
Yeah.
Like if I just did burgers. Okay, all right, I'm done. I'm done with burgers after the first week. Like, and if I did like ribs or something like that, I'm like, all right, I'm done with ribs. Like, I feel like it needs to be an amalgamation of things.
Yeah, your inventory is gonna be so high. You're gonna have everything in that little ass truck. Insane.
Oh my god! Well,
but that's a good idea, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't put a lot of thought into it, but she did say she wants to start a food truck because she's a pretty good cook. She makes bread, and she's really good with baking. So it was like, oh, maybe she could do the baking, and then I'll do like some kind of savory thing.
That's a cool business to have. Mm-hmm. A lot of people actually sell their baking on Facebook Marketplace.
She's actually tried that, yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm, oh, yeah. She's taking a little break.
Something.
Yeah, well, it's really good actually. She actually has some of the best sourdough.
Really?
Yeah, I keep telling her she needs to make like a loaf so I can bring it to work.
Yeah, she should do that. She should do that. Mm-hmm. I would. Yes, I'll give her money.
Oh my god, you don't have to pay her for that.
I don't have to pay her.
Well, no, I'm saying for work. But if you want your own loaf, okay, you can pay for your own loaf. That's what I mean.
Oh, I gotcha.
That'd be crazy. Like, all right, guys, pitch in.
Right? Everybody give me $5 if you want to slice this bread.
That'd be crazy. They're like, it's just bread. Like, no, it's the best bread.
The bread.
It's, what do you like to say? It's revolutionary.
It's revolutionary. I'm going to get canceled left and right. You're like, this bitch.
Oh, my God.
What's one piece of advice would you tell those who are starting in the restaurant industry? Even though I know you haven't had a lot of experience working in the restaurant industry, but from what you've gotten this far.
I was going to say, learn people skills.
That's a good one.
And people are probably like, well, how the fuck am I supposed to do that if I don't work? Well, no, there's some books to read.
Yeah. Here we go with the books.
Well, no, listen. Look, books has their place, okay? And they used to. Back then, everyone used to read. Everyone used to read a shit ton of books, and they would be smart or at least like aware of things. And now people don't like to read at all. And I feel like it shows. This newer generation, they don't have the proper people skills, and it shows. So like we have to relearn this kind of stuff. And I feel like learning people skills will help tremendously because it helps you deal with people.
Yeah.
You'll understand people on a different level. Like, for example, if you have a bad coworker, it's like, okay, I hate this person, but I can still work. I can still do this. Or let's say it's too overbearing. Like, you can have the type of maturity to be like, all right, I'm stepping out. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't have to turn into like this big blown like scene where people are actually fighting or anything like that. Mm-hmm. So I will recommend to read How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Oh, he's bringing out the books.
By Dale Carnegie. I'm telling you, that book is so underrated. So underrated.
Yeah.
Now, I will say it's somewhat hard to read because it's like from the older times, like from 1940s, 1950s, I think.
Oh, wow.
So the language then was a little bit different. So like when you're reading it, you're like, what? So you might have to reread it a couple of times. Let me see. There's one more book. Okay, I'm keeping one classified. Maybe on the Patreon.
Wait, why?
Yeah, maybe one we'll put on the Patreon.
Gatekeeping is crazy.
But I would I would say read everything on Siddhartha. Siddhartha, the Buddha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because then it helps you detach from certain things.
Okay.
You detach from expectations. You detach from ideologies. Like you'll detach from certain things that you hold on too tight. You realize you're holding on too tight for certain things. Mm-hmm. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So like if you have this idea how people should act and they don't act this way, you're internally in disharmony.
Yeah.
Because like they should be acting this way. Why are they acting this way? Like, relax. Detach from it a little bit. You don't have to hold on to that. So
yeah. I don't know. I just feel like people skills, that's something you just got to get like thrown into and just experience.
Okay, yes. But if you don't even know what to like, it's like a map. Mm-hmm. You still have to drive to the destination, but at least you have a map to tell you which way to go. So
okay,
I feel like reading certain books or at least watch YouTube videos gives you a map. So it's like when this happens, like okay, I have a map on how to handle it. But yes, you do need to be in it to actually like learn how to do it.
Right.
That's for sure.
Okay. Would you see yourself like busing long term?
It depends. It depends on what life does because it's not my goal. Mm-hmm. You know, my goal is doing audio and music stuff.
Hey,
so
sponsor this guy.
Oh my god, sponsor this guy. But you know, no, that's not my goal. But it just depends. I mean, I like the job. You know, it pays pretty well.
Would you think like busing is like just the job itself is like a long-term thing, or do you think that's more of like a short-term position?
Like for me, or just
in general?
It's hard to say because there's not much of a step up until you go into like, you know, either being a cook or something. Mm-hmm. So I would say generally it's a short-term position because there is no way to move up unless you change what you do.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you can be a cook for years. And even if you lose that job, you can go and be a cook somewhere else and make pretty decent money. But like as a busser, sure, I can leave this job and go to another busing job. But it's like, why would I go to another busing job? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it would be weird. It's like, it's not a profession. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I can say like, oh, I got skills of a busser. Yeah, look at that.
I know how to hold a bus tub.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like, I can't really take it anywhere. I can't be like, oh yeah, I used to be a busser, so I'm perfect for this job.
Yeah.
I can't really do that. But if I was a cook or a bartender or a manager, then I can take that potentially and be like, yeah, I used to do this, I used to do that, but yeah, no. So I say generally as the nature of the job is a short-term job. But I guess some people could work it long-term. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's all the questions that I actually have for you.
Dang, you answered all the questions.
I answered.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. Well, any other advice you have or anything you want to share with anybody? Any piece of wisdom? The Shango wisdom. Zoltar,
yeah.
The Zoltar wisdom.
Or what's the other one? Uguay?
Oh my God, the turtle! Insert the turtle right here. The Kung Fu Panda turtle.
Oh my God.
Wait, what was the line that I said?
My time has come.
My time has come. I literally said the moment Shango leaves, he's gonna be like the turtle where he's like, my time has come, and he gives the staff.
Yeah. Only I'll be handing my bus tub. Like,
yes. Like I must ascend or something. He said something,
yeah, something
and he just like vanished.
Yeah, he just float away. Oh my God. I don't know. I guess just learn. Just think a little bit. People don't think anymore, man. You got to just take the time to stop and think. Just think. Yeah. Just ask yourself questions and just try to look for the answer from it. And when you get to the point where you can't answer that question, search for it.
Yeah.
People don't know how to do that. People do not know how to do that. And you can tell. Because when you talk to them, I'll be nice, but they don't sound so smart.
He's talking about me.
I'm not. You just put yourself in there.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, my God.
No, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying people got to be the smartest ever, but like you just got to be able to think your way through things. And if you find yourself at a standstill, that just means you don't know enough. Just learn more. That's it.
I feel like I don't know, this might be a hot take, but I feel like that's also another thing too that I have a hard time with working in the restaurant industry is that you can only get to like such a certain like level.
That's true.
To where it's like, this is it.
Yeah.
You know, like this is all, and your thinking skills can only go so far, but I don't know.
I disagree with that.
You do?
Your thinking skills going to go so far.
Like work, like with the job?
With anything. I mean, okay, for example, you can be a bartender for the next 30 years. It doesn't mean you can't expand your thinking.
Oh, yeah,
That's
I know.
what I mean.
But I'm saying like the job itself can only make you like think so hard.
Well, then that's why you think of other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what, yeah.
Yeah, like, be like, why is that yellow? Hey, Aiden.
Baba!
Oh, my God.
Baba! Baba! Sorry.
We're keeping that in there. we can wrap up. But no, just people just need to start thinking more.
Right.
You know, I feel like because, you call me the therapist of the job. And
He really is.
You can tell people are not thinking.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like being smart, like you should know these things. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like if you have a problem or you're dealing with something or you don't understand something, search for the answer for it.
Right.
But people don't want to think about what's going on and how to resolve it or how to get out of it. They just say, I'm just in this shit. It's just the way it is. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, there's more than there's a reason people talk to me because I always find a solution for things. And they don't like the solutions because it's like, well, that was easy. Yeah, it was easy. Just think about it. just think about it. If you just think about it, and I'm not saying there's an answer for everything, but I'm not saying you should have the answers for everything. But if you're constantly thinking, that means you're constantly thinking your way out of something.
Right.
Which is a good thing, I think. There's a benefit to it.
Oh, that's some good advice.
Yeah,
Look at you.
Yeah, I know, right?
You need to start a book. Start a book.
We'll see.
I keep telling him he needs to like make a book, and I think he needs.
Who will read it? Who will read it?
I would.
You would read it?
Yes.
You read all of it. So if it was a 500-page book.
Damn, that's a lot of pages.
So that's the stipulation, huh?
Oh, I'll listen to it. Chapter 1. All right. Well, thank you, Shango, so much for coming on the episode. And
of course. I mean, it was a long time waiting, so
Yeah, we wanted to get you in one of these episodes.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
See ya.